Yep. It's so talk about, you kind of have like a semi-famous or famous chef now.
I would say, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call her the most famous chef in Cincinnati, but she is up there for sure, and definitely has the most promise to me of becoming really actually a famous chef on TV or something.
Why is that?
She has the it factor as far as she's a great presence on camera and also being able to make great food. And it's an odd combination. Like most people are only going to be good at one or the other. I would say she's exceptional at both.
That's special.
How
were you lucky enough to find her?
So she actually came in when my mom but prior to my mom selling it, she came in there. She wanted, she was the chef in Nation, and she built their burger, the whole thing. She built their whole menu and all that stuff. And she was only like 28 years old. So her and my mom really clicked right off. I think my mom, because my mom would do like 3-hour interviews for any position. And I would be like, you need to let these people go. I was like, you need to let them get out of here. But her and my mom had a great one. So we hired her. You could just tell she had it right off the bat.
What's the it? So when you said she had it, let's help people, because entrepreneurs, we throw that around a lot.
Yeah.
When you say she has the it factor about someone, what's that mean?
It's hard to explain necessarily.
Let's help
not
people.
Everyone understands how to talk in front of a camera, or how to use your social media to let people get to know you and keep it personal instead of just spouting like what you're doing. So she has the ability with her social media and with her prowess on camera to make people feel like they know her. And that's a really special skill. And that's the kind of skill the big chefs on TV have, the Guy Fieri and, even Martha Stewart to a certain degree. They have that thing that makes you feel like you know them, even though you don't know them at all.
So what do you think? So let's talk about the it factor that's not just with restaurants, because it has to be something. So if in the real estate world, I come across like a new agent that we bring on board, and if I walked into our sales manager's office and I'm like, okay, she's got it, man.
Yeah.
Do you think that we talk the same language?
What could be, what are you talking about? The it could be, so yes, I can tell someone's got it.
Yep. So
no matter what the thing is.
So to help people, from my mind, when I hear that, it's like they have an awareness on who they have to be in every situation.
Yeah.
That's how I explain it.
Yeah.
Like when they have the it factor, they know. They are conscious and aware about everything happening around them.
Yeah.
They know where they have to jump, where they have to jive, where they have to dip.
Yeah.
Right? And so they are just truly conscious and aware about who they need to be to perform that job to connect with people that they're working with.
Yeah.
That's the it.
Yeah. And I don't even think I have it, but I can spot someone else with it because they make me feel that way. And I'm like, they got it, so we need to put them in this, or I need to work with this person in this situation and find a way to harness their power to my benefit.
So then is it a way how they make you feel then?
It is. If someone makes me feel
special. Well, yeah, tell me.
It's not even special. It's just like you could just, I don't know. You could just.
They're like, hey man, what's happening?
I can't even put it into words, but I can tell
when you
if someone has a quality about them that they can sell things to people.
Can it be developed? Can it be trained?
No.
You disappoint me.
I'm sorry. I don't believe it. Sorry. You got a different situation than I got. I got about 15 employees.
Yeah, we have a few more than that these days. But yeah. I started with one.
I mean, well, if they all had it, they would all be hosting a podcast right now. I'm just saying.
No, you know who's got it? My producer behind the scenes, yes. Mike Boyd. That's who's
I can tell he's got it for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Mike. Hey, get on the mic here real quick.
He threw a deuce right
when we're talking about it, he's so cool. He makes up for my lack of cool factor. Right. He's got your cool factor. Hey, when we talk about it, you've been around me now for 3 years, but you've consistently been around me for like 6 months.
Yep.
What do you think the it factor is? What is it? How are you going to describe it?
You mean in real estate or just in general?
If I saw you and you were a coach, okay, let's say Mike you went to college, played some basketball, now you're in business, but if you were on the floor, like certain coaches were better than others. I bet you saw a coach, you're like, that coach has got it.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it has something to do with connecting with people. I think about even when Molly came in here to the studio.
Molly
right?
Wellman.
Yeah,
Molly Wellman.
she has it for sure. She has it in spades.
Okay.
Yeah, like listen, I've never met her in my life.
Yep.
But the first 5 seconds of me meeting her out in the hallway, I'm like, okay, like she's just that type of person where she's looking you in your eyes. You could tell she cares, but you could tell that she's also about her business as well.
And you'll never forget her for the rest of your life.
Never forget.
I remember the first time I met Molly Wellman. This is way before she ever entered Japs. She was a bartender at a Contemporary Arts Center event I went to. Remembered her. Like all she did, and I don't even drink, and she got me like a Coke. But whatever that was, it was like, oh, I remember. Like for whatever, just from that one moment of meeting her, whatever her charming personality is, it touched me.
All right, so you know what we need to do? You know what our collaboration can be?
What's that?
The It School.
It's school. School of It.
Well, I mean, it's just like, hey, because you don't think it can be taught. I have this passion and hope that it can be. I hope that it can be evolved.
How about this? I don't feel like teaching it. How about maybe it could be learned, but I don't want to be the one to learn it to you.
Why not?
And I
learn
said
me
that
up.
I
Why not?
said
Learn
that
me
backwards
up.
on
Learn
purpose,
me
by the
up.
way.
Why not? I like to say learn it.
I don't know. I don't want to do it. Like I want to just find you.
What if
and see your diamond in the rough?
What if there's a
and pull you
greater
in?
obligation for society that if you're somebody who can recognize it, that you got to give back and help
Okay,
people develop it?
I will do anything for a greater obligation to society, but
But not that.
I'm not I can.
How can
I
you
can
see
spot
it?
it.
And not-
See, this is what I do. This is what I said, and I want to see the person with it, and then find a way to work with them to benefit myself.
Yeah.
Now I don't mean that in an evil way, like oh I want to use them. I'm saying I want to help them get where they're going,
And
so
you
they can
too.
help me get where I'm going.
That's
And
what we're doing.
it.
Yeah, I mean, what's the whole thing? Like all these inspirational, motivational people are like, if you help enough other people get what they want, you get what you want. I mean, that's what I'm
It's
living.
true.
That's the life
It's
I'm
true.
living, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
100% true.
Yep.
Everything I've gotten is already not everything I've gotten. So people kind of ask me like sometimes I'll pull some crazy thing out of my hat that I convinced someone to do, but it's not that I just convinced them to do it. I had led them to that, or I led other people to get them to let me do that because I worked for them before I ever asked them to do anything for me.